just like that. She throwing it back, she throwing it back, just like that, just like that. She throwing it back, she throwing it back, just like that, just like that. She throwing it.
Chelsea, baby, send me a beat.
I always knew I can do this. Hold on, be quiet, don't say shit. I always knew I can do this. Hold on, be quiet, don't say shit. I always knew that I can do this. Hold on, wait, be quiet, don't say shit.
Think about it, my channel, you guys. So I'm scrolling through YouTube and I'm like, bro, abusive husband cheats on depressed wife with a minor. Like, you abusive, you cheating, and you're messing with a minor. Like, I just can't make this up. Muscle.
Today, we are catching Ronald Himilski. Were you going to do those crazy positions with her, or were you going to keep it kind of basic?
Basic, yeah.
Why were you okay with telling her, I can't wait to eat her?
With my ADD or ADHD that I possibly could have, I wasn't in the right.
What? Bro, let me tell you something, bro. Just because you have ADHD or ADD don't mean you're finna be messing with minors. That has nothing to do with messing with minors. There's nothing in ADHD or ADD where it says this person has a disorder, a minor disorder where they're attracted to minors. Like, I never heard that shit a day in my fucking life. You feel me? Like, never. He trying to blame his ADHD or his ADD on messing with minors is crazy.
State of mind.
Why did you know the attraction to Sarah?
She sent me a picture of just her face, and I was like, "Oh, you're cute."
Literally, always thought something was off with him.
Really?
And
then he has a Facebook page, and he wrote something on there about how we need to treat our children. You know, it's because we don't spank them and we don't hit them and we treat them so nice that they get away with this, and that's why they're not good.
Yo, what's good, YouTube, man? Welcome back to a brand new episode of EDP Watch. And today we are catching Ronald Himilski. Ronald Himilski is a disgusting EDP out here in Hayward, Wisconsin. This is our first Wisconsin catch, and he's sending it off with a bang. He is talking to, obviously, our very, very, very young decoy. And the sad thing about it is this man has a wife that he says has very severe depression, and he also has a son with severe autism as well. And he's out here doing these shenanigans, talking about how he'll lie to his wife to go meet the decoy. But sadly, he wasn't able to fit it in with our schedule today. So we're going to be fitting him into our schedule ourselves, and we're going to do a house call. We're going to go to his house, and we're going to go talk about these messages, man. There's a lot of grotesque stuff in here, a lot of grooming, and we also have a suspicion that there is going to be some cheese pizza as well, man. I'm really hoping for an arrest, and man, I absolutely hate when these dudes have families and they throw it all the way for their lust and greed. But man, I don't got anything else to say. Let's get this first. Okay, y'all, he's here. Y'all stay in the car. Excuse me, hey, Ron?
Yeah.
For you.
What the f is this?
JiDion watch EDP Watch episodes early. It's like, what are you waiting for? Pull a Marquise Brownie and see on over to EDPWatch.com. Well, the phone calls it because some of the stuff, some of this.
Hey, how you doing, man? My name is DeMarcus. Hey, I got a package for you here.
Oh, okay.
You know, I just kind of want to have a quick conversation, kind of about the girl on Facebook. Her
Bro,
mom.
this nigga telling something. Oh, okay. Like, this nigga seems feminine as hell, bro. No wonder well, I ain't gonna say it like that. But that's a reason why he's messing with a minor. Like, bro, whoever his wife is, bro, well, definitely because he's messing with a minor, you definitely should leave. But, bro, why did you marry this man? Like, this man is not a man. Like,
They're up from her aunt, and she's seen some of the messages. I don't want your wife to find out about it. You want to just talk about it out here? If that's cool?
But yeah, she said that, she was telling me that she was like teen or whatever. And
like, this nigga got a beer belly, bro. You feel me? Like, bro, you need to get in the gym. Like, you're focusing on minors, bro. You need to put that energy in the gym, bro. Like, what the fuck?
so then she said that, whatever her mom said, that wasn't good.
Yeah. I mean, you cool. Just talking about over here, so your wife doesn't over here.
Well, she's at the beach right now with her mom and my son.
Oh, praise God, praise God.
Yeah.
So you want to just talk about it?
JiDion. You know I'm not a pronounce your name, but JiDion. Why the fuck did you touch this man's hand, bro? I know you're trying to make this nigga comfortable. Pause for this nigga to goddamn, you feel me, tell the truth and nothing but the truth. But come on, nigga. I ain't touching that nigga at all. Pause.
Right here.
Okay, man. So you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, her name's, shoot, I forgot what her name was. To be honest, I think I'm about.
Okay, I
Yeah. Okay. So I asked her mom, and she said that she didn't want no one going over there, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. So
Was it her mom you talked to? I don't think you ever talked to her
not
mom.
her mom, her aunt. Sorry, I got mixed up.
Okay. Well, that's the thing. So listen, I want you to know I'm not a cop or anything. So I promise you, you're not in any trouble. Okay. Kind of the issue is the mom and her sister, which is Sarah's aunt, they're not that close. So, there was talks about you guys meeting somewhere. Where was you guys supposed to meet at?
We were going to meet at her aunt's house. Her aunt was on vacation in Alaska or somewhere.
Okay. Yeah. Well, her mom came back early and she kind of looked at her phone and stuff. So you knew the whole time that she was how old again?
Teen, and I knew she was teen.
Okay. She said she's.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what it was.
No, man, it's all good. Listen, mistakes happen, man. So kind of the mom's a little bit frustrated. We have an organization called Kid Protect America. She was like, you know what? Maybe he's a good guy. She was like, you guys go talk to him, kind of verify that. So I was like, okay, we can go talk. She was talking about putting this on some other people's desk. And obviously we don't want that, you know.
Right.
So how's your marriage with your wife?
It's going pretty
Hey, let's
good.
go over here so more people don't hear us. Yeah, we can stand right here.
Yeah. It's going pretty good. My wife, she deals with a lot of depression and anxiety.
Well, from what?
That's what I asked her yesterday. And I said, what are you depressed about? Or what are you, with anxiety? And she goes, I don't know. And so with her depression, she sleeps a lot during the day. And it's kind of hard with my son too, because my son really adores my wife.
So how old's your son?
He's
9. Okay.
Yeah, so
Is he saying that his wife sleeps a lot? Look, nigga, I don't give a F about her sleeping. Well, I'm not saying it like that. I'm really not. Much praise her. But what I'm saying is, bro, it don't matter if she sleeps a lot, nigga. That don't mean you gonna mess with a wife. At least go mess with a damn adult. That's what you gonna do. I ain't promoting none of that shit. But, well, he's not black anyway. So, anyway. But no, on some real shit. You're gonna go mess with a minor because your wife sleep all day. Well, nigga, you need to try to go get her some fucking help. Like, that's what you need to be working on. Go get her some fucking help. Whatever.
Well, he's already in the 4th grade already.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Praise God, bro. Praise God.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, kind of from what I gathered, I could tell Sarah's kind of a trouble kid and stuff.
Oh, so she didn't tell me that.
Like, it's kind of the vibe I got at her mom. Kind of said she's a troublemaker. And, there's a lot of trouble kids out there. I was wondering, is there like other kids on Facebook and other social media that's kind of like hitting you up?
No, she was just the only one.
She was just the only one?
And I didn't know she was.
Dude, just
I didn't know she was that troubled or whatever. And he was saying, "Oh yeah, well I'm mature," but I'm like, "You're all being mature." I don't think so.
I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah.
So can you kind of tell me about the kind of more risque text messages that you sent?
Well, she was talking about wanting me to sleep over, and I'm like, I can't do that. And so I told her, I said, if anything, we would just hang out. But I'm like, I still don't feel comfortable with it.
Oh, well, why'd you tell her that you can maybe sleep over this weekend? Why'd you text her that?
I told her I didn't know if I should do it or not. And so I was like, that shouldn't be the right way to do it. And her aunt was like, well, she can hang out with whoever she wants. I'm sitting there thinking, are you okay with that? Or
Yeah.
you?
Bro, I swear, like, that's why the mom's really pissed. Like, listen, you think she might be mad at you? She's pissed at the aunt.
I was really confused by her. I'm like, what the heck? She's like, how are you okay with it?
So, can I kind of ask, like, why were you okay with telling her, I can't wait to eat her?
I wasn't in the right state of mind. I was driving home from my group meetings and I just wasn't in the right state of mind.
Okay, so that you did say that though?
Yeah, I was like, I don't think I can do that.
So why'd you say that though?
Like I said, I wasn't in the right state of mind.
Let's just go with the narrative that he wasn't in the right state of mind, even though I know that shit cap. Cause I don't give a fuck what mind I'm in. I'm not gonna mess with a minor is not even gonna cross my mind like at all. It's not even, I can't even say it'll be the last thing on my mind because it won't be on my mind at all. The thing is, bro, if you wasn't in the right state of mind, okay, cool. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Obviously, you wasn't just texting her for one damn day. And didn't he just say that he invited her over or some shit?
And I was, after my meetings, I get, tired, exhausted.
Yeah.
I live here in Hayward and have to drive to Ashland back and forth.
Let me get back into your life, man. Why do you have to go to those meetings? I'm just curious.
'Cause I deal with a lot of anger issues. And
really, you seem like a really well put together dude.
Yeah, when I was growing up, my dad wasn't exactly all there in the mind. He used us and used us. So I ended up living with that, and it was kind of a nightmare to me. And when all that was going on, I told my mom, and she's like, "Yeah, he's not exactly all there." Because she was even talking with my dad's counselor. And when I was younger, growing up as a kid, my psychiatrist even knew my dad and what my dad was going through from his counselor. And so she was.
And I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah.
Bro.
Then I found out that my dad was dealing with a lot of mental issues, like when people have an enlarged brain and they're dealing with
tumor.
Yeah. And of course, and then my dad had passed away from that.
Oh, he died?
Yeah. When she told me what was going on, I was like, holy crap. I was drawn from it. I'm like, how did it happen? And they found out that he had died from a blood clot that went to his brain. That was it.
Man, you said that he was abusive, and kind of with some of these messages, if I'm stepping a boundary, please let me know.
No, that's okay.
Was he ever really abusive?
No.
Okay.
But it was a lot of hitting, slapping.
Some more physical.
Yeah, physical.
So do you think kind of that past trauma may have lead to us kind of doing some of these?
Yeah, and
messages?
I said, I wasn't in the right state of mind. And of course I was tired and exhausted, and so I had to pick up an energy drink.
Bro, listen, if I don't get an energy drink, man, I'm bound to text freaking bro. You never know, man. I totally get it.
Yeah, because I was exhausted and tired. I'm like, I gotta go and get me a pick-me-up drink,
Yeah.
So
you gotta take care of yourself.
Right, exactly.
So do we have any apps like Zengi, Telegram, anything like that?
I have Messenger.
Yeah, Messenger. What about Telegram?
Yeah, I got that one too, but she doesn't use it, or because Sarah was saying, well, I don't use it that much, and I don't go on there much, and I wasn't barely even using it either, and it was more so Messenger than Telegram. So,
because obviously, like, you're not in trouble with this stuff, and because like, bro, I see you say Trump here, so I saw that, man. I was like, we got a patriot right here. Like,
yeah, exactly.
we don't mess with that Epstein shit. You know what I mean? So,
right.
I mean, if I saw MAGA right there, man, I just would have been like, he's on the list. Cops, take him away. But obviously, so like, I feel like we have that in mutual. But so when did our attraction to girls that are years old kind of like start?
I don't even know. Like, sometimes I think I'm not even in the right state of mind for even doing that. And if my wife. Are you guys in an open relationship? No. Her and I are married, but it's hard on me because I feel like I'm doing most of this stuff. But, with her, she's got a lot of depression and anxiety. So she's sleeping all the time and she holds a part-time job.
Yeah. So is that why you think you were kind of cheating with Sarah? Because
I think, because it's hard for me when she's sleeping. And then, and I got my son that I got going on too.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, you was not finna blame your fucking wife for you going out there and messing with a minor. It's plenty of women. And again, I'm not saying I approve of cheating. I'm not telling this man to cheat. I don't give a fuck what motherfuckers do. But it's plenty of women out there that's over the age of 18 that you could have peacefully cheated with. You chose a fucking minor. That brain is not fully developed. They don't even know what the fuck going on for her. And you're trying to blame this shit on your wife, bro.
And so then I was like, how can a person do that? And I asked her mom, and she said, well, if you're dealing with a lot of depression, it can mess you up. Yeah.
Bro, I get it, man. You try to be there for your wife. I know in the vows you say until death do us part.
Right.
But it's like, do you feel like your marriage is kind of dead right now?
Kind of, because I'm like, man, I wish you wouldn't sleep so much. And, then we could be out and about doing things. And, and my son, he feels bad too because he's autistic. So he feeds off of the
energy. Yeah.
And so he's like, well, Shell, can you stay up? And then it's like, it's like, how do you, I don't know.
Do you think she's kind of like the vengeful wife? Like, let's say she went through your phone and saw that stuff, man. Do you think she would try to take everything from you? Is she kind of like that, or what do you?
No, she'd be like, what the f is your problem? Who the f are you? I mean, I don't know if she'd throw the F-bomb around, but she'd be like, well, who are you talking to? Why are you talking to this person? You know better than that, da 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 da.
So you don't think like she would freak out too much?
No.
Okay.
But I mean,
bro, this
would freak out.
This could put her in more of a like depression cycle, man, and that would just make your marriage even worse. Right. Are you Jehovah's Witness?
Trying to. I'm learning about it and going through it in meetings and whatnot. So so I'm trying my best and trying my hardest to kind of know what it's about and become a Jehovah's Witness there. So
well, here, man, genuinely, I'm Jehovah's Witness. So man, like when I kind of saw on your Facebook kind of that you were kind of leaning that way.
Yeah.
So bro, man, I mean, if you let me help you, man, I want to help you out with this, man.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And I think this could be like a one-stop talk, and then this could all be over with.
Yeah.
Especially because you don't want Sarah's mom to get involved, because you let the mom tell the story, or they always take the kid's side of the story. It's just a bad look.
Yeah.
But if you could kind of just be real with me, man. Like, let's say you did meet up with her and stuff, and you guys did have that sleepover. Were these messages? Was it going to be like you're going to force that on her, or was it going to be consensual? I just need to know either one or the other.
Consensual or just meeting up or whatever.
So you weren't going to force her to make you like lick her. You weren't going to force her. So you would have been like, hey, do you want to do that? And she said, yeah. You would have been like, okay.
Yeah, but also I know it would be wrong.
I mean, it's one thing if you know it's wrong, but it's another thing, and I think it's more important if it's consensual. So it would have been consensual?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I know it's still wrong on a girl because I'm like, that could screw even.
Oh, really? You think so?
That's just my guess.
I felt like everybody at my school, and they were losing V-card this, losing V-card that. Because you're, what, 35, right?
Yeah, 35, and I'll be 36 in November. Holy crap, November's around the corner.
Bro, this year went by so fast.
It did. It's like, where'd the months go?
Yes, sir. So, listen, man, another big thing is on your devices, we're seeing images and messages with other young kids kind of being sent towards you.
Weird. She was the only one.
She was the only one.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't mind, man, would you mind me verifying just to be safe? Because obviously, I know you're not in those videos with those kids or those photos with those kids, but we kind of want to get those.
Stuff happens like that because I'm not into that.
If you don't mind, would you mind me verifying? Would that be cool?
Yeah, I got my phone on me.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Oh, you're working the Android. If you don't mind. So these are your messages with Sarah? I mean,
yeah.
I'm kind of already seeing all these.
Yeah.
It's cool if I hold your phone, right?
Yeah.
I'll hold it right in front of you. A lot of girls hitting you up, dog. I mean, you're a good looking dude though, man.
Yeah.
So kind of like, how long has this been going on where like other girls have been?
It was only her.
It was only her?
Yeah.
So, how old did Jenny tell you she was?
He told someone it's only her, like, that's just gonna make everything okay. Oh, it's only one minor, I was only trying to talk to one minor. Like, nigga, what?
She was.
Said she was 18.
She said she was. Well, where did she first message you on?
Messenger, and then she's like, well, I have WhatsApp. I just hope my wife doesn't come home and say, ooh.
Hey, listen, man, if the wife comes home, man, I'll just tell her, hey, we're old friends. You know what I mean? We could just come up with some.
Right.
We could just come up with anything.
Right.
Is the wife kind of nosy?
In the beginning of our relationship, she was, because she'd be looking at my phone, or she'd look at my phone and, oh, what are you doing here? And, well, who are you talking to like that? And da da da. And so I felt like I was inferior or whatever. My friend Joanna, who I haven't seen in like several years since I moved from Ashland, her and I went to school, and on my watch, her name showed up, and my wife's like, who's that? And I said, well, that's my friend Joanna from school that I've been to school with for quite a few years now. So
what school y'all went to?
I went to Ashland High School.
So why'd you move to Hayward?
Then,
wait, I have one question. How many like windows in different rooms are there?
So this is like the living room here. And then there's a 2-bedroom apartment that's all in like.
You know what? I have one question, man. You know, obviously it's one thing if you hang out with her, but I was a little bit nervous when I saw that like you had been arrested for disorderly conduct. Kind of like, what was that about?
Because of my anger that I'm dealing with, we didn't get arrested, but I'd gotten a disorderly conduct because I was hollering and got.
So who are you mad at, my man?
I can't remember. Like my wife was on the phone with somebody, and I'm like, "Ah!" And I guess like somebody in this area they heard me, and so because I was being loud and obnoxious, I don't know who it was in the complex here, but someone called, and so I had gotten a disorderly conduct.
So is that why you have to go to those meetings all the way in Ashland?
Not for that, but more so for my anger management to get help with anger management.
Oh, so that's not a court appointed. That's you wanted to do it.
Yeah, yep. So that was what I wanted to do.
That's the thing I hate about apartments is like they always get up in your business.
Yeah.
So back to Sarah, with everything going on with her and stuff like that, you know, obviously you kind of alluded to like, hey, are you a virgin? Have you ever done anything with anybody else? And she was like, yeah, this is my first time. And then you were asking her like, are you ready and stuff. Like one thing her mom was concerned about is with you being so advanced, like you have a kid. You know, right. I mean, bro, you got all the hoes hitting you up on your phone, man. So I know you know a lot of positions. Like were you gonna do those crazy positions with her, or were you gonna keep it kind of basic?
Basic, yeah.
So like by basic, what were you gonna be doing?
Just have
like what positions?
Just laying down.
Okay, so you would have just kept the missionary.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I swear. I had a daughter, bro, and a motherfucker just said some bullshit like that, nigga. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, it ain't gonna be none of this talking. This nigga talking about, I'm not even gonna repeat what the fuck he said, because that shit is, like, disgusting, bro. Like, I don't even want to listen to that shit.
Yeah.
So we wouldn't have put her in doggy or anything.
No.
Okay. I mean, bro, if you would have done some positions like that could have definitely done some damage.
Shit,
you know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
And how many other kids are kind of like, because I saw a lot of other kids in there. Is Sarah the youngest we've went to? Because I know there's other kids, so I'm trying to figure out.
I haven't even seen them or nothing.
I know you haven't seen them.
Yeah. I hate when that happens because then it's like, well, where the heck did that come from? And I haven't done anything.
So I guess with those other kids, like, how old did they tell you they were?
They didn't even say. They didn't, because I haven't messaged them or anything.
I kind of saw a lot of kids on there that looked pretty young.
There wasn't anything that I done or anything.
So they hit you up?
Yeah, they were hitting me up, and I'm like, no, and then block them.
How old were they saying before you blocked them?
Maybe like teens.
So, okay.
I don't even know who they are.
Did we ever get any like teen?
No.
So I guess why with Sarah when she said she was? Because I mean, you kind of like did the right thing when she said, you said, if you're can't even be on Facebook, you have to be older. But then you kind of like kept the conversation going. You've been talking to her since June 27th.
Yeah.
So like, I guess why did we keep on entertaining her when we knew she was that young?
Yeah, and I didn't realize that too. And when I knew she was, I'm like, and that's when I said, shouldn't be on Facebook, because I told Sarah, I was like, well, what's your aunt's number? And then she finally gave me her aunt's number. I told her, I said, well, Sarah's been hanging out with older guys than how old she was, and I don't think that's appropriate. Then she was like, well, Sarah can hang out with whoever she wants. I'm like, are you okay with that, or aren't you? Because I was really concerned about it too. I'm like, how can you tell somebody that,
bro? This nigga gotta be mental for real. Like, and I'm not even talking about just with, ADHD or whatever. I'm not talking about the simple stuff. I'm not making fun of it either. So I'm like, yeah. But look, listen, this nigga is just cool, bro. Like, this nigga is fucking crazy, bro. Like, cause like now you're just like, you're being like a hypocrite, bro. Like you on some other shit. Like, this shit is a fucking game. Like, this shit ain't serious. You just said, so basically, shit, what you saying that, you letting me know that you know is wrong, nigga. So you can't be that, actually, he can't be that mental, because ain't no fucking way. You just said, you told the auntie that the girl was hanging with older guys and that shouldn't be going on. But you, the whole damn time, you doing the same thing. Like what, bro, you gotta make this shit make sense.
Your older 10-year-old can hang out with whoever they want, especially for her aunt. And I'm like,
I know, it's like, what position does she have to kind of come to that determination?
Yeah, and then I was like, well, would it be okay? And she goes, I don't care. And I'm like, no, I don't think I should. So you're just like letting your daughter do whatever the heck she wants at the age.
Some people aren't as good parents as you, man.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Like, I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous, Why do we ask her for, like...
Bro, look at his mannerism, bro. Look how this nigga moving. This nigga is like, bro, hell no. Hell no, bro.
Like I said, I wasn't in the right state of mind at the time, because I'm on medications for my anxiety and my anger, and pills to help me fall asleep at night. And my meds.
Bro, you can't blame this shit on it. What the fuck does anxiety and anger got to do with fucking with a minor, bro? Like, let's just keep it real. What does a person being angry or being nervous has to do with messing with a fucking minor? You keep bringing up your fucking anxiety and your fucking anger like this shit has like I would have rather you say fucking evil spirits at this goddamn point. Oh yeah, something just took over me and it was the devil, and I would have rather you said that. I mean, it still would have not made it better, but I'm just saying, like, that would have been more, you feel me? Like,
and I take them at 9, they don't exactly kick in right away. So then I'm sitting up until maybe like 11:30 at night playing games on my phone that I have, so that it like helps me to relax and get tired. Like, and so
what do you think about the medication? Like, gets you to being like, you know what? I'm gonna kind of like talk to a kid. Like, what do you think about the medication does that to you?
Exactly. Like medication?
Yeah, I can't remember what medication it is, but it could be screwing me up.
No, yeah, obviously, you know, that's fine, man. You know, it's like I said, I'm the kind of guy like, I want to find ground zero.
Right.
I want to figure out like how this happens and stuff. So I guess like how many images of kids have been sent your way where you didn't even want it?
I've never had any of them come my way.
Really?
None. Yeah, I haven't had any of that.
Okay. I guess you know what the legal terminology of that's called. If you get a naked.
Fear.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I haven't had any of that at all.
So I guess what's your opinions on that stuff? Oh no, you're good, man. You're good.
It's not right in the state of Wisconsin. It's not right anywhere for that matter. I haven't had anything like that come in.
Well, how
I know because I got anxiety.
Okay, and you asked her for what kind of images?
I had a naked picture. And I know I think in the right state of mind.
No, I know that, but it's like, you know, so she's and then a naked picture. So what a naked picture plus what does that equal?
It would be like jail time.
Exactly. You know what I mean? It was like, you were almost that close to getting it.
Yeah. I told her, I said, that's not right. You know, when her aunt was saying, oh, I don't care who's saying. I'm like, that's not right at all.
The aunt told me that you never said anything about you asking her for naked pictures. So did you tell the aunt that part?
I forgot to put that in there.
Don't you think that probably would have been a lot more important to tell the aunt?
Yeah, that I had said that, you know, asking for a skate picture like that.
You know, you told me about your kind of like depression, anger issues. Do you have any other mental disabilities that I should probably know about?
Those two.
Just those two? So like no like form of autism or anything like that?
No. My mom, she probably thinks that I do have ADD or ADHD.
You think that's why you can't stay fixated on your wife? That's why you kind of go after other girls?
That or doing whatever, and you know, and sometimes I'm not exactly in that right state of mind where I shouldn't be doing that kind of stuff. With my ADD or ADHD that I possibly could have, and it's hard for me to keep focused on one particular task.
You want to think like this, but do you find yourself...
Yeah, being focused on one particular task. Okay, I feel that. But again, how does this lead back to messing with a minor, bro? It doesn't.
Getting attracted to female girls around the ages of like code?
Not mentally, no.
Not mentally. So I guess, why did you feel the attraction to Sarah?
She sent me a picture of just her face, and I was like, oh, you're cute. You know. I
mean, would you want to talk to one of my friends? He kind of was in a similar situation with you. We got him rehabilitated. His name is Alex. Let me call him real quick. He's a really good dude, man. I think you guys are gonna have a good conversation. You know, just stall while we wait for cupcakes. Yo, Mr. Rosen.
Hey.
I'm with my friend, Mr. Ron Hamilski, right?
Hamilski.
Yep. He got caught talking to a girl. I was telling him you kind of went through the same thing. I was wondering if you can give him some words of encouragement, my friend.
Yeah, absolutely, Ron. Hamilski, is that what it is?
Hamilski, yeah.
Dude, he caught me talking.
Damn. Got him.
My life around, man.
Wait, hold up. I think a neighbor called the cops on us. I'll vouch for you real quick.
Okay.
He's also the neighbor.
Okay, peace. Aaron, you aren't lying. Your neighbors are bad. They're very nosy.
Oh.
Hey, how you doing, officer? Good. My name's JiDion. This is my friend Ronald here, Hamilski. Yeah. So Ron, are you gonna talk to your old girls again sexually?
No more.
Are you gonna solicit them to meet you and have sex with you?
No.
All these messages here that I'm about to give to him, these are you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and you did solicit nude photos from her, or you wanted to get nude photos from her, right?
Just the one, yeah, but I know not to.
Okay, and you knew the whole time she was...
Yeah.
And you continue talking sexually to her?
For that little while there, yeah, and I know it's not right.
So can you tell that officer, you apologize so we can get past this? And tell him what you're apologizing...
I won't do it again.
What are you apologizing for?
You tell him I won't do it again. Like,
I shouldn't have been.
You know, okay, high five.
Yeah. Officer. Good. Huh? JiDion. JiDion.
I'm JiDion.
No way. What the? That's crazy. Oh, praise God.
This is your residence right here?
Yeah.
Can you just wait there?
Yeah.
All right. Don't go inside, though.
No.
So he has been contacting our decoy since June 21st. This is when he first messaged her on Facebook. He made initial contact. Yes, sir.
That one.
So, you briefly tell me before
I was talking to a girl when I shouldn't have been, and Demarcus, him and I were talking, and I know it was right to be doing that, and I apologize to you that I'll never happen again. I know it was wrong, and sorry for
All right, Ron, I just got visuals. You have the right to remain silent. You say you can this to the court of law.
I guess he's chuckling and laughing because of anxiety.
Field training officer. Yes, officer. My badge number's on here. This is my contact information. You can email me, call me anytime. I really appreciate it. Are you guys both sticking around?
Yeah, bro. We got nothing to do today.
What was the plan? To meet up with her, to hang out with her, and she was saying, "Oh, you could have a sleepover." I'm like, no, I don't think that's right.
Well, here, Ron, can you be honest?
He told I don't
Tell them about the...
This nigga told us, oh no, I don't think that's right. Nigga, you was just fucking texting her and saying all types of explicit shit.
Nervous.
Can you just tell them about you said on the weekend, though?
Yeah, on the weekend that I was going to hang out with her, and she was possibly talking about a sleepover, and that I was, relationship.
This nigga said a sleepover.
She's with her, and so I know it wasn't right to me to do that. So the plan was up. Yeah, well, I wouldn't have been able to because I would have had my son with me. He's old, and so with me, I wouldn't even been able to do that at all. Would have been just hanging out and watching movies with her, and that's about all it would have been.
So what positions were you planning to do with her? If you could,
Laying down.
and like, what were you gonna be doing laying down with her?
Just have it. That's all.
Okay. So let's say everything worked out and the wife had the son and you went to go meet her. You think the actual stuff would have happened? Obviously, it's not gonna happen anymore.
It would have, yeah.
It would have. The actual stuff would have happened. Yeah, my bad. I'll say that.
Getting back to the car. Okay, you're going to be detained for now while we conduct our investigation. I don't want you to give us any.
Nigga, what fucking investigation? Nigga, detain, no, arrest this nigga. I'm sorry. I never will wish that on nobody. But nigga, arrest this nigga. He just fucking admitted it live on fucking camera. Like, what the fuck? What more investigation do you need to do?
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Okay, stand up, turn around. Stand up, turn around.
Like, you didn't even have to read this nigga the Miranda rights. You didn't even have to, like, fuck it.
Put your hand behind your back.
Any weapons? No. No, I don't do drugs and I know not to.
Bro, why the fuck you keep laughing like that?
Ron, are you hiding any kids in your belly?
No. I was actually at one of my physical therapy because I was like 214 pounds. And then when I got weighed, I was lost 7 pounds.
So you lost 7 kids?
Huh?
You lost 7 kids?
No.
Oh, okay, my bad. Oh, you said 7 pounds. I misheard you.
No, for my weight.
Okay, my bad.
I thought so. He lost 7 kids.
Began talking to the local community, and none of them were surprised at what he did. But I was surprised at the things that they told me that this monster has been doing over the last 2 years.
What's your thoughts on Ronald, man?
Like literally, I always thought something was off with him.
Really?
Then I feel like that.
Nigga, there is something off with the nigga, bro.
Hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. You see, I get talking to the neighbors and they're like,
bro, you need to find another.
He has anger issues. I found out that he goes to like these behavioral classes. They were telling me how sometimes he gets physical with Rochelle. And when they get involved, he just backs off. So it's like when men get involved, he like shuts down. But whenever it's the women and stuff, he like, gets all big and bad.
Yep, and he does shut down if the men come in.
But sadly, that wasn't even the tip of the iceberg. You got to tell me even more vile stuff that this monster had done to their family.
They almost got kicked out of here for bothering the neighbors. The both the wife and the husband.
He was saying like he has like full custody pretty much of the son.
Yeah.
And then also I heard that the son, he has disabilities as well.
Yeah, and Ron hollers at him and screams at him, and it's not a good
He hits him?
Yes, he does.
One time we were visiting here, and Rochelle's mother, Fern, was here visiting Josh, and Josh went to go ask his dad to go over to his grandma's house. And when he came back, he told Fern. I asked him, and he didn't yell at me this time.
Wow.
And then he has a Facebook page, and he wrote something on there about how we need to treat our children. And it's a big old thing about, it's because we don't spank them and we don't hit them and we treat them so nice that they get away with this, and that's why they're not good kids.
All right, y'all, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and share. Now, if you guys remember, about a week ago, I posted a video titled, They Let Him Go. Ronald Himilski was arrested that night and was charged with three felony charges. A week later, I got a call from his wife's mother that he was trying to get inside of his house, and she was very upset. And the men in the neighborhood, they stepped up and they had to protect the family, and they kept him away from the house. The guy was going around saying that they dropped all the charges. I called the courthouse. Come to find out that all charges were dismissed. The prosecutor, his name is right here, Bruce Bouquet, I believe that's how you say it. And this is a photo of him too, because I want you guys to see him. He is the district attorney of Sawyer County. This man dropped all charges on Ronald and gave no reason why. I hit up local reporters to report on this. Usually they give a reason why charges are dismissed, has not answered the press. And on the website portal with the court orders in Wisconsin, usually whenever a case is dismissed, there's always a reason why. For this particular reason, there is no reason why the case was dismissed. And also in court records, it doesn't show that the case is dismissed, even though that it is. I called him out and everything, put their office number. This man is hiding. They deactivated their phones. They're not answering anybody's emails. I emailed him over a week ago. Still has not gotten back to me. I literally talked to his secretary. She left a note for him, has not gotten back to me at all. And I have multiple sources in the Hayward Police Department that literally work with him. He has not even given them a reason why the charges were dropped. And he is not answering any of those questions as well. So not only is he not taking questions from the public, but he's also not taking questions from his own police officers. The police officers, they thought that this was a great case. They literally did overtime on this case. And the crazy thing about it is I'm the first person to alert them that the charges were dropped. They didn't even know. The man admitted to everything on body cam. He admitted to everything after being Mirandized. Everything was done by the book. Yet this monster, Bruce Bouquet, obviously doesn't care about child predators. Usually I don't go this far into saying somebody's a sympathizer or whatever, but there was this court thing where a judge was just found with CP recently. So now I have a lot of questions about Bruce Bouquet, and I have a lot of questions on where his allegiance lie. As a prosecutor, your job is to protect the public, but obviously he's failed at that. And also I've gotten from inside sources that Bruce Bouquet isn't even the most fit for the job. The reason why he's been the head district attorney for Sawyer County for so long is because literally nobody else puts their name on the ballot. The man literally he doesn't even have to campaign to win because just nobody is doing it. So if on this next election term we we get somebody to get on that ballot, I promise you, not only you wouldn't even need me to beat him because he's already a sorry district attorney, but if someone else gets on that ballot, I will be out there advocating for you so we can actually get someone that wants to prosecute crime. I'm still going to leave their office number here and everything, and I'm still going to have his email address here, but he's not going to answer anybody. He doesn't even answer his own police department. This dude is absolutely disgusting, and to an extent, I think he's worse than Ron, because I've heard from sources inside of the police department that this dude has a weird obsession with releasing domestic abuse cases and sexual cases as well. All alleged, though. All alleged. But Bruce Paquette, if you want to prove me wrong, do your job. This would have been the easiest case of your career, and you let this monster go. So I'm so sorry that this isn't the news that we all wanted to hear, but we do have some good news. Thankfully, the homeowners and the landlords of the area where they live, they basically got him off the lease. So Ronald does not live with his wife anymore, so he can no longer abuse his wife, and he can no longer abuse his autistic son. The man is gone. He's up out of there. So huge shout out to the landlord. Huge shout out to the community for protecting themselves, because your police department protects you, but I mean, it's on the district attorney to keep the bad guys in jail. And when you got people like Bruce Paquette who don't want to do their job, it's very hard to protect the community. So I really don't got anything else to say. We're going to be planning a protest at the head district attorney's office here soon. And I want to get a meeting set up with Bruce Paquette. I mean, he's ducking every single call and everything like that. And I mean, when you look like this, I got to see where your allegiance lies. I got to see what list you were on, you know? I got to really do a deep dive into you. All alleged, though. But I don't got anything else to say, y'all. Peace.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. When it comes to predators, bro, they don't be... The most they'll get is on the predator sex list or whatever, which is a good thing, but they don't really be getting no damn time for real, bro. I'm like, what the hell? Like, crazy, man. But y'all definitely do what he say, bro. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. That's crazy.
Just like that, just like that, she throwing it back, she throwing it back, just like that, just like that, she throwing it back, she throwing it back, just like that, she throwing it.
Chelsea, baby, send me a beat.
I always knew I can do this. Hold on, be quiet, don't say shit. I always knew I can do this. Hold on, be quiet, don't say shit. I always knew that I can do this. Hold on, wait, be quiet, don't say shit.